Hey there, hello, and welcome to the Mindset of Me podcast. I'm Janine, your host, and I absolutely adore helping you discover the power of your words, your thinking, and intentional action in your life. So many times we work just from flying from the seat of our pants, which is a good thing sometimes, and at other times it can bring about disastrous results. When we are able to know intuitively, choose our thoughts, our feelings, and what we are allowing ourselves to experience and what we're allowing in our lives consciously. Wow, what a difference. It opens space for us to create what we desire, our dreams, put our visions in place, allow our missions, and create intentionally. All of this leads to us being able to be effortlessly. So we become human beings rather than human doings. And we learn to recognize what we have control over and what, if we allow it, will have control over us, and what to be available for and what to be unavailable for, what to explore and what to close that door on. Because when we do this, we actually allow so much better in our life. And the important word there is allow. There's certain things that, you know what, really, it's going to happen anyway. It's our attitude, it's what we think about it, and where we're going with it. I love reading. I enjoy reading so much. And the other day, I got myself the book by Benjamin Hoff, The Tao of Pooh and the Day of Piglet, Tay or Day of Piglet. Somebody can let me know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. And I'm just having so much fun with this book. It's bringing concepts forward in such a beautiful way. And I would like to share with you what really caused me to chuckle, and even when I first read it, barely laugh, because I've had this experience. I've seen my clients have this experience, and it is just so true to life. What's this you're writing? Asked Pooh, climbing onto the writing table. The Tao of Pooh, I replied. The how of Pooh? Asked Pooh, smudging one of the words I had written. I had just written. The Tao of Pooh, I replied, poking his paw away with my pencil. It seems more like the owl of Pooh, said Pooh, rubbing his paw. Well, it's not, I replied huffily. What's it about? Asked Pooh, leaning forward and smearing another word. It's about how to stay happy and calm under all circumstances, I yelled. Have you read it? Asked Pooh. And at that point, people, I just started laughing. How many times do we contradict ourselves in our actions, our words, and because we are focused on what we are doing rather than who we are being? And it was just so, so incredible. There are many more nuggets that I've come across in the book as I'm going, and I'm just so, so enjoying it. Do you enjoy reading? I listened to somebody on Saturday at a personal development seminar where they were talking about as they turned the pages of the books they were reading, they were opening doors in their lives, in their thinking, and in their business. It was just so, so powerful to listen to and to work with. I would like to know, do you read? What do you read? I have learned, I know people say to avoid reading fiction. Well, I've learned a tremendous amount from reading fiction as well. I've learned how people think, what they're looking for, and so much more. And it just opens the door for us. So when he said, as I turn the pages, it opens doors, it was just so powerful for me. In the first chapter, they're talking about the Tao of Who. We were discussing the definition of wisdom late one night, and we were just about to fall asleep from it all when Pooh remarked that his understanding of Taoist principles had been passed down to him from certain ancient ancestors. Like who? I asked. Like Pu Tse, the famous Chinese painter. Pu said. That's Wu Tao Tse. Or how about Li Pu, the famous Taoist poet? You mean Li Po? I asked. Oh, said Pu, looking down at his feet. Then I thought of something. That doesn't really matter anyway, I said, because one of the most important principles of Taoism was named after you. Really? Pooh asked, looking more hopeful. Of course. Piu, the uncarved block. I'd forgotten, said Pooh. And it just made me think, how many times do we hear things, misunderstand things? And it's okay because we can get back on track. We can get back into the groove and we can allow ourselves to be okay with having misunderstood something, forgotten something, and allowed ourselves to remember what's important in that moment and at that time. And this, people, is so part of personal leadership. Building that resiliency, building that fortitude, and having the consistency to keep going and the determination to understand that we can achieve what we're looking for. We can go and explore. We can go and understand so, so much more. And when we allow this, we just open that door to our future self, that door to creating fun and joy, expansion, cash flow, prosperity, wealth, better relationships, and a deeper understanding of ourselves, who we are, and when we go, where we are going. When I work with clients, it's one of the things that we work with, knowing intuitively what's their body saying, what's it showing, and as we connect with their future self, understanding the parts that are popping up, maybe feelings of discomfort, memories of trauma, and we get to clear it. We get to well, the word confronted comes to mind, and that's rather aggressive. We get to explore it. We get to confront the fact that it's there without coming into confrontation with ourselves. We come into compassion for ourselves and we see, well, what did I learn from it? What was the benefit of it? Where can I release the shadow of it because it's come up so that we can do that and see what the light is of it, the way moving forward of it, and where as we're moving forward with it, we can explore at a much deeper level what the healing looks like, what the experience feels like, and what it's telling us about the current situation so we can release it back into history and be present in the present to learn, to grow, to expand, and to evolve because of it, rather despite, because of it, through it, and despite it. We can make things an excuse and we can also use them as a stepping stone and a reason. Sometimes in real life terms, it can be very discombobulating, and that's okay. Other times, it just requires somebody who is outside of the emotion of it to look at it and show us the advantage of it. And this is what I love working with my clients, helping them to see the light side of the shadow and what to do with it so that they can achieve that vision and mission and uncover the purpose of what they are doing and where they're going. It just makes life so much more fun. Let me know your thoughts, and I would love to connect with you. Come and find me on social media. And if you'd like to know more about working with me, book a sounding board session. The link is in the comments. Bye bye.